Hello, welcome to another exciting episode on the Combs Family Channel. I want to wish each and every one of you a happy Valentine's Day. That's coming up pretty quick. They already have all the candy and stuff at Walmart for you to buy your sweetie. And today I'm going to be baking Michelle a checkered cake for Valentine's Day. And it's not going to be a surprise. She already knows about it. She's in there in bed taking a nap. I'm trying to get this started early because it's going to take a long time for it to cool to where I can ice it. But Michelle, she might be real generous and come out here and ice it for me. I don't know. We'll see. But this is the kit you're going to need to do it. And right there, that's what it is supposed to look like when you're done. So, when I thought up this project, I thought Valentine's Day I'd go with pink and white checkered, So I was thinking strawberry and vanilla. So I called the woman of the house and made sure that was okay with her. And she decided she wanted strawberry and chocolate. So I think it's going to taste better, strawberry and chocolate, and I think it's going to look great. So right here's my strawberry mix that I bought. And here is the chocolate. So I think it's going to be all right, but I didn't notice it till after I bought them that I got two different brands. One's Duncan Hines and the other one's Betty Crocker. But I think once they get in the pan, they're not going to know the difference. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to mix my strawberry first. I'm going to do one at a time so I don't get all mixed up. So there's my pans. I think I'm going to wash them before I get started. They've been in that box since the last time I used it, and I put it away clean, and it shouldn't have got dirty in that box, but just to be sure, I'm just going to go ahead and rinse them out real quick when I get to that part. So I'm going to start with my strawberry here. That's all that comes in the kit is that little bag there. Alright. I'm just going to use this knife since it's here handy. Probably should have used scissors, but looky there at that pink flower. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful stuff. So both of these called for 3 eggs apiece. So I'm just going to go ahead and put my eggs in here. I only own one whisk, and for this project it would have been nicer if I had 2 whisks, but I'll just have to rinse my whisk off in between. That ain't no big deal. I can do that. There that is. Now, 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. Gotta do that. That's a little over 1/2 cup, but it'll probably be alright. Let me get this box out here because the amount of water on each of these was a little bit different. This is calls for 1 cup of water, and that other one calls for 1 1/4 cup of water. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's chocolate. I don't know. There we go. There's that one. That one's ready to go. I think I'm going to wait till I get this one fixed up before I start mixing. Man, I love that smell of that chocolate. That strawberry one didn't have a strawberry smell. I didn't smell it, but boy, I can smell that chocolate. Okay, 1/2 cup. This vegetable oil. Now we'll get 1 1/4 cup of water. Now my 3 eggs. You know that batter, it must have got mad at my comment because now I can smell that strawberry. It must have gotten mad and started said, "I'll show you. I'll smell up the house." So that's good. I'm glad. So I'm going to mix up the strawberry first because that's the first one I got going here. I can remember Mom used to always make me a cake for my birthdays, and it wasn't never anything this fancy. It wasn't a checkered cake. It was just one, which that's all we needed. Every time I see, every time I think I've got it mixed up, I see a big chunk of egg yolk. Them eggs are being a little bit stubborn. I think that right there will be good enough. I remember one year Mom made me a pink cake for my birthday. I think it was when I turned 5. And she put cherries on it. And I was sitting there eating the cherries off of it faster than she could put them on there. I'm going to try to break these eggs up a little bit first on this one. You talking about being a pretty cake. This is going to be a pretty cake when I get it done. I had to preheat my oven to 350, and I'm going to have to dig them, at least one of them boxes right back out because I can't remember how long to bake them for. We got our batters ready to go. I want to pause this so I can wash them pie pans, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and most of the time what I've done in the past is I've just greased them pans with Crisco. And I was going to do that this time, but I've seen a lot of people just put parchment paper in the bottom. So I've got some parchment paper, so that's what I'm going to do, because I feel like maybe if I use that parchment paper, my cakes will come out less greasy. And I don't need grease anyway, don't need the cake period, but I'm going to try to do it as healthy as I can, so I'm just going to use parchment paper. So I got my parchment paper right here. So I'm gonna pull me out a piece. And what I'm gonna do, well, I thought I'd dried this counter off. Must have missed a spot. Alright. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my parchment paper out right there. I'm going to take one of these pans, set it right there like that. I'm going to take this pen, I'm going to go around it. Maybe I made a good enough mark that I can see it. I'm going to have to try this again. Well, we'll try that. The next one will be easier because I can just use this as a guide. Let's see how that fits in there, if I did a good enough job or not. I think right through here I got too much paper. Let's try that. Well, that looks pretty good. What do you think? Looks pretty good. So I got my guide here. So I need two more. I'm starting to think this would have been so much easier if I just greased them pans, but I wanted it to be professional. I've seen some people grease it and use parchment paper, and I'm like, I don't know. that parchment paper is supposed to keep it from sticking. Alright, now I'm done with my parchment paper. There we go. Set that for there right now. I gotta finish trimming this one up. I can hear my mother saying, Crisco would have been fine, son. I tell you what, if this don't turn out right, I'm never going to go to parchment paper again. I'm going to stick with Crisco if this don't turn out. Which I believe it will. I got faith that this is going to turn out great. I'm not worried about it sticking to the sides, which it may do it, but if it sticks to the sides, I can take a little spatula and go around the sides and get it out. But I definitely don't want it sticking to the bottom. So, I'm going to get my mold here. Now, the bottom and the top have to be the same, and the middle one has to be the opposite of whatever you do. So, this part is broke. It used to snap on there, but one of the snaps is broken off, so I'm just going to have to use it like that. I need to get me a spoon. I'm going to make the top and bottom chocolate on the outside. I don't know what is what I've done to this camera, but it won't let me zoom in and out. I don't know what I've done. So I'm going to do the next ring. It's going to be this pink. Trying to get some. I accidentally dropped some of that pink in the center. That's where the chocolate's supposed to go. Once it's baked, you won't know the difference, no way. Well, I hope that right there I'm going to bring you down here and show you. Right there is what my first one looks like. So I got to do another one just like it. Alright, I'm going to work on the next one. This time I'm going to work from the middle out and see how that goes. See if I make less of a mess. I think that working from the middle out did work out better. I wonder if you can put this batter in like a popping bag and put it in there that way. I don't know. I wanted to do this on a day when Nicholas was at school, because for some reason I thought he'd make me nervous. Today's my day off, and I don't know what's gotten into Nicholas, but every time I have a day off, he finds some excuse that he didn't get ready to go to the bus on time and wants me to take him to the end of the road in my car to get on the bus. So I have to get out of bed and take him, and I told him I wasn't doing it this morning. So I did that because he needs to be more responsible, and he doesn't have a bit of problem getting on the bus when I'm at work. So I wrenched this off because this next one has to go in the middle, and it has to be the opposite of them other two. So I'm going to put my pink in the middle. I'll tell you what I don't like about this project is if I have a bunch of batter left over, I can't go back and add it to the other pans because I've done it. So it feels like I'm going to have a lot of batter left over, but I wanted to make sure I had enough. So I think I did them good, because you're only supposed to fill them halfway up anyway, because you got to give them a little bit of room to rise, because these will rise as they bake. So I guess that's all of the chocolate. I figured out why my phone wouldn't let me zoom in. It's because I got my phone turned to where I can see what I'm filming. And you can only zoom if you're filming in the other direction. I didn't know that. So that's good to know. I've seen people make solid pink and solid black cakes, and then when they come out they cut them in rings and put them back together. That to me is a lot of extra work. I spilled a big spoonful right on the countertop there. So I think I got that one a little more full than the other ones. Alright. Man, if these are going to come out as good as they look right now, I'll have a pretty cake. I want to bring you down here and show you. Alright, well, I'm going to put these in the oven and then I'll show you what they look like when they come out.
Ready?
Yeah. Alright, Michelle's checked them and she says they're good to go. They've been in there for 30 minutes.
That one kind of looks like a heart in the middle.
That's because I put love into what I make, Michelle.
Good morning, everybody.
Oh man. Look at the end result. All right, that's going to make a beautiful checkered cake. What do you think about it so far, Michelle?
I think it's glorious, but I have to go check my phone.
All right, that's all I've got for you today. How to make a checkered cake. Our next video will be how to put it together, stack it, and decorate it. So I didn't want to put it on this video because I'm already at 40 minutes almost. So I'll see you next time, and Michelle is going to really be helping out in the next one, and I think she's going to make it look great. Well, see you next time. Bye.